decided that we would bring you all along with us. As you see,
strap up for the ride.
As you see, Dylan is sleeping in the back. I ain't even took the pin curls out. We just here, okay? If the quality of the audio is not great, then forgive us. What would you say is my biggest strength? And don't say nothing stupid, please.
You gonna edit it out? If I say something stupid?
Yep, and we're gonna do it again.
Not gonna do it again.
Yep.
Your biggest strength.
When we write it down and slide it to you, so you just read off what you should say.
Hey everybody, I'm Damian Henderson. My wife's biggest strength is...
I can't stand you. I can't stand you. But that's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be.
I can't hardly read, guys. I went to public school. Alright, so look. Your biggest strength would be loyalty. Like, we just had a whole conversation. We were talking about friends and stuff, and relationships, and, you know, the type of relationships and stuff that you have with people. And it really, like, that would be your biggest strength. Like, loyalty. And another thing that I love is you're a mother by nature. Like,
I'm naughty by nature.
I said mother by nature. So
you know it's a group.
I know it's a group. You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me.
Is that what they do?
You don't even know what OPP stand for.
Other people's
I thought it was
presents.
I thought it was other people's privates.
Thought it was another P word.
All right. Anyway, so but just like yesterday, we was at the Christmas party, and there was an estranged baby just sitting there.
Oh, the baby was by itself. I'm like,
The
where
baby
is
was
the
by
mama?
itself.
The baby done woke up. There's no mom around. Help
Yeah.
me. I don't know if I should pick up these folks' baby,
Yeah.
but it's a baby. I'm gonna get glitter off my dress on the baby. I don't want to. Oh, Lord, help.
But you see, that's like that's
I can't
a
help.
mother by nature. You know what I'm saying? Like you will see somebody in the store, and if they don't have on a jacket, why this baby ain't got on no jacket? That's not your child, nor is that your concern.
If I had to say your biggest strength, I don't know that I can narrow it down to just one specific thing.
Multi-talented. That means I'm multi-talented. That means I'm very diverse. Have a lot of qualities. So it's hard for you to choose one. However, you can choose one.
You done?
Okay.
If I had to narrow it down to one thing, I would say your ability to not allow things to fluster you, or not allow things to not allow things to bother you. Like in stressful situations, you still look unbothered. It's still annoying, but I think that can be like, that's a strength. Or another strength that I would say that you have is pride that you take in being a father to the kids. Like, I think that's something for you to not have had that readily available to you as far as a direct father, even though you've had multiple father figures, but like just having your biological father.
Yeah.
I think that you take the extra step to say, okay, well, how am I supposed to do this? Because I think initially, like when we had Dylan, you was a little lost.
Yeah, because it was my first time doing it. I had never done it before.
Exactly. And so
I had never done it and had never seen it done. I can only look at stuff that's on TV. Like Uncle Phil.
I mean, well, those are some things that I would say.
I would say my biggest strength is my personality. You don't like my personality?
I ain't saying like your personality, but I don't find that your biggest strength.
It is, because think about it. Alright, so my personality is basically how I ended up getting here.
No.
Well, of course, my looks and my charm played a major role as well. But
no. Ain't none of them the reasons why we together.
But you saying that like you lost a bet or something. Like no. If I tell you three things I think I'm strong in that allow me to get to this point with you, and you telling me no, then what was it?
You are very persistent.
AKA worse.
Basically.
Wow.
But no, seriously.
So I was a sympathy. I was a sympathy case.
You did make me feel bad when you told Tanel, tell your friend that she don't want to talk to me.
That was
she could tell me to stop calling her.
That was part of the plan. Put the pressure.
Who tells somebody?
Because
Did I tell you?
I tell you, it had to put,
And you would have felt real crazy if I would have said, okay, well tell him just stop calling me.
no,
I felt bad.
no, it's not about tell him. I want you to tell me. If you gonna have the guts to sit over there and not answer the phone or ignore my text, this before you can see somebody that read your text message. This before that point. Like at this point, you don't know. You just give them the
Cause you
benefit of
ain't
the doubt.
want nothing.
But
Like,
maybe,
what you
maybe
want?
she ain't answered. And maybe she ain't see it.
But you didn't want nothing.
I did want something. I wanted you. That's why I was persistent.
But you know what? Honestly, for my personality type or the type of person that I am, it requires that. Like, because I don't get to know nobody. I still, even to this day, like when it comes to, and not just in a relationship like that, but just relationships in general, I don't get to know new people unless you come like, hey, you want to be my friend?
And I'm the
I ain't gonna
exact
try to be your
opposite.
friend.
I'm the exact opposite.
I'm like, hey, how you doing? I'm a hey, how you doing her?
I'm an inviter.
You have a lot of shallow relationships. I have a few really.
But you mean a lot of shallow relationships.
Like, you'll have a whole bunch of acquaintances. Yeah, I'm supposed to ain't your friend.
Yeah.
You have a whole bunch of acquaintances. Me, I have like deep friendships. Like, I'm going to back. I'm riding for back. Period. Like, any of the people that I deal with, they could call me now and be like, oh, Adrian, I need XYZ. If I can do it for them, I got them. In my world, to be involved in it, like, you have to make your presence known, because I'm so engulfed in the things that go on between you, with the kids, work, trying to keep the house somewhat together. Like, I don't have that time for meaningless chit chat. All my homegirls, like, if I got, shout out to y'all, because there ain't about 4 or 5 of y'all. Like, if something going on, if I'm going through something, I can pick up the phone and say, hey, I either need to just vent, or I ain't got no prayers, help me out. Like, it's not one of my friends that I can't say, well, maybe one. I don't have relationships that are, and I don't want you to feel like I'm saying your relationships are meaningless. When I say that they're shallow, I mean like just chit chat, like we just gonna talk about sports, or we just gonna talk about love and hip hop, we just gonna talk about, like, I don't have relationships that
But
we just talk about.
I think
stuff.
also with that, like, I'm always put into a situation or in an environment where being cordial is kind of like the only way that you can kind of be. Like, all right, for example, the people who I work with, I wouldn't necessarily sit up here and say any one of them is like one of my true friends. But I came into a situation, and me being cordial has allowed me to, hang out with a couple of them, outside of work, or for them to be able to call me when we not there, or for us to play the game together. Like, it doesn't mean that that's necessarily one of my friends. But when I go to drill and stuff, and I'm with, the Army people, now I do feel like a lot of them are like truly my friends, because
Well, y'all been together all this time.
That's
If
what I'm
you
saying.
hadn't developed a relationship by now, then I don't know how you would do that.
yeah, and see, but even with me being in the unit, it's like a revolving door. Like, we have people who leave, we have people who, new people who come in, and a lot of them, like some of the new people that come in, they start talking to us and hanging around us. Like, it's really like a family type of camaraderie that we build. So, and we know that we pretty much, out there having to do the exact same thing. Like, if it sucks for me, it sucks for everybody. So that kind of allows you to kind of have compassion for a person who's going through the exact same thing as you. Now, I'm not saying every last one of them is my friend, but I know that I can call any one of them and talk,
and I think
whatever.
that's kind of an organic relationship, like an environmental relationship, meaning, okay, for instance, I've
cool
made
with them,
very
yeah.
meaningful friendships at places of employment. Am I friends with everybody? No, because you're going to have to, like, it requires a lot of persistence. It requires a lot of, hey, how you doing to me? Because that's all you're going to get from me. You're going to get a, hey, good morning. You may get a, something's funny, like a little joke or something, like we may chit chat and joke. Like when I talk about coworkers, that's because we're with each other more hours than we're with our family, to break up the monotony of being here all day. Yeah, we need something, you know, some liveliness. I try to be in a positive space when I'm at work, because I just, like, I don't like my day to drag by. I have gained a lot of, like, real deal relationships. I look at my relationship with him. I met her at work, but the relationship that we've developed at this point, you know, like, she has been there for me in some situations, and I've been there for her. Like, and we met because of work, but we developed and cultivated a relationship. I would say the same thing for other, you know, co-workers that I met, even like with me in Trinity now. Like, if I'm going through something and she gotta come pray for me, that's what I need, because I'm not gonna be productive because I'm always me. Same thing with her. If she got a moment, she's having a moment, I got a word for you, sis. Like, but for me, that cultivates a sisterhood and a friendship based on an environment, because being with somebody or being by somebody every single day will make you.
And I totally agree with you with that, because, and you know the situation with the last, you know, major job that I had, and I was pretty much entrusting and, you know, with a lot of people, and also building what I thought were friendships with people. And when I no longer was in that situation or that place of employment, like, the relationships or friendships that I thought I had, they weren't there, you know, in a lot of cases. So even now, I'm a little bit more hesitant to say, oh, well, I'm gonna befriend this person because we work together. Because some people, it's just like they're only a quote unquote friend because
what you can do for them,
or, you know, because y'all have to see each other and be cordial.
That's the difference when the levels of relationships, they don't have to all be friendships.
Yeah.
So, and my thought process is this: you can meet an acquaintance. I don't have to tell you my innermost, deepest secrets. We can, when I see you, hey, how you doing, blah, 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 and that's fine. Do I desire to do that every single day, though? Like, when I get off work, if our relationship ain't solid, no, don't call me.
Yeah, got it.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because we hee-hee-ha-ha at work, when I get home, see, this is my real life.
Yeah, and that's why, you know, pretty much for the main part, well, for the most part,
Nah, you talk to them folks at home. You talk to anybody. You on the phone more than anybody I ever seen in my whole life. Like, we look at our phone bill right now.
That's not true.
You gonna have 87,000 minutes on the phone. I'm glad it's free.
That's not true.
You smiling because you know it's true.
No, but
me, I literally have 617 minutes, and all of them be for folks out of car about paying bills on the phone. I'm talking about.
But you,
I'll not answer and text you.
Exactly. You will not answer the phone. Like,
I don't want to talk. Because when I get home, my life, my world is y'all. You know, so, it's a lot of times I left my phone in the car. You know that. Like, I've been and forgot my phone. And then
because
until
you're like, well, whoever gonna need me, they already here.
like the only way.
Outside your dad.
Yeah.
Outside
but a lot of, like, if I get out that car and I leave that phone there and all the children at home,
you don't even see the need to go outside and get it. That's why I kind of cherish my friendships, because once you start, like, because you've been in a situation where you think somebody cool, or you think, like, oh, I could really see myself being this person's friend. Mm-hmm. And then they do something that's so flawed, you like, that's why I just got to stick with my day ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what tends to happen. You know.
Or trying to give people the benefit of the doubt and like, oh, you seem like a cool person. You seem like, baby, they'll snake you quick.
Well, what? Because, like, even, all right, so, like, with B. Lee probably stays 600 miles from me. I ain't seen B. Lee in almost 3 years, but we talk on the phone almost every day. Like, but me talking to him on the phone, we pretty much have the same, you know what I'm saying, the same type of conversation line, you know, but I have to be cool with the people that I've always been cool with, because I pretty much know what to expect. Like, I literally can't be that entrusting anymore based on what happened, you know, with my
I mean, and I look at it like this. When it comes to friendships, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to anybody, you know, a grain of salt. Just because somebody's not meant to be a friend to you doesn't mean they don't have qualities at all.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't mean that you can't utilize them for what they're for. And I don't mean use nobody. Let me make that very clear. I'm not saying like, oh, well, you just gonna use somebody. But what I'm saying is, I may not be able to rock solid with you outside of work, but you get your work together. Yeah, your work good, so I'm good with you. You know, we don't have no problems. Now, same thing outside of when it comes to church people, when it comes to anything else.
I'm starting to look at stuff from a friendship perspective. I look at it like, okay, do you serve a purpose? Like, because all of your friends ain't going to be the exact same way. Like, I have some friends who I talk to when I need to vent. You know, I have some friends if I just want to call and just, you know what I'm saying, we just talking. And it's like, the older you get, you start to realize like who's meant for you and who's meant to be in your life and who's not. Like, if you don't serve a purpose, I don't see myself putting effort into that friendship. You know, and and with anything, if it's something worth having, it's worth cultivating and, you know, working towards. But at the same time, it's just everybody is not. Some people are made to be in your life for a certain period of time, and then you grow past them. You go a period of time and talk to somebody every single day because the situation that you're in is the situation they're in, and you see and talk to them every single day. But you can grow to a point where your situation changes and either theirs hasn't or theirs changes to a totally, like y'all totally different. Y'all moving, yeah.
And when that happens, like, it doesn't mean that you're no longer friends or that person is not, was never a friend to you. They were a friend at the period, like you said, the season, at the point in time that they were supposed to be your friend. They were there at the time in your life when that's what you needed, and you just grew past that. You know, I think a lot of times people think that you got to have beef, or you got to be mad with somebody, or you got to do X, Y, Z.
It's not that.
In order to not deal with somebody. Nah. If we no longer are on the same playing field or on the same, journey in life, then we just move forward.
Yeah.
No bad blood.
And
just
it's
move
not.
forward.
Yeah, it's not like you leaving somebody behind. It's just, like you said, you just progressing in a different way, and not necessarily saying that person isn't, because in their mind they feel like the way that they progressing is right.
But and neither one of them are wrong.
Exactly.
It's just the difference in how you progress in life.
But I will say this, like, even with, in any type of relationships, the people that can upset you the most are those people who are close to you, because you hold them to a higher standard. Like,
and I think that's why I don't have like many close friends, because I don't, like, I'll go to bat for you and my feelings be hurt. Like, I'll go to bat for you and you screw over me, my feelings be hurt. So it's like, I ain't even finna put that many people in that position.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not finna put you in that position where you can hurt me in that way. So I'm gonna keep my distance.
Or make me mad.
Because I feel like this. That's where the persistence comes in. So I feel like if you're persistent enough to get to know me to a certain point where I feel comfortable sharing things with you, then maybe then you have something about yourself that you value this. Because ain't nobody gonna keep on calling somebody and they don't call them back. What you ashy? You was ashy yesterday.
You don't let me be ashy on the video though.
You put your elbow up there. But yeah.
But look at Dylan in the bag.
He probably got slobbered about.
Just look at him.
That's how you sleep.
That ain't how I sleep.
Lately, how you sleep.
Clearly not how I sleep. But
How you sleep? If you was sitting up here, I got a picture of y'all here. Both y'all sleep while I'm driving. See how I'm up and attentive?
See? Oh, because we recording.
If we wasn't recording, I'd be up.
Now, you guys have been getting videos day in and day out. I want you to watch all of them.
So subscribe. Oh, and like.
Like, comment, subscribe. Press this button right over here. Or hit this button right here. And that's our cue to leave. We got a
crying baby.
We got an awakened child in the back, and it ain't this one here. Oh, there you go. Oh no, he just turned up. All right, well,
remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and we out.